Hi, Sandy Phillips here and welcome to the Property Pipeline Pro podcast, a show about online digital marketing, business growth and personal development. This show is designed to give you the solid marketing foundation every property entrepreneur needs to build a strong business from the perspective of online and digital marketing, to feel in control and live a more focused life. Hi and welcome to Property Pipeline Pro podcast number 2. Now, our podcasts are here to inspire, motivate and drive the marketing achievement in your property business. And it's great to have you here today because I know that marketing can be daunting at times. And there always seems to be a lot to do and never enough time to do it. The truth is that marketing can be time consuming, which is why it's so important to only focus on the things that really matter, the things that have to be done to get the returns you're looking for. Now, whether that's return on financial investment, as in ads or paid forms of marketing you put in place, or return on time and effort you're putting in, because your time is valuable. So this podcast not only covers the marketing technology, which is of course important, but also marketing mindset and marketing psychology, and how you can personally develop as a natural marketer over time using some simple principles, techniques and strategies as you move through your property marketing journey. So grab a pen and a piece of paper to make some notes because, as usual, I have some important takeaways for you. Also take a moment to subscribe and follow me on the podcast channel of your choice. And this is so you don't miss any of the information-packed bite-sized marketing pods I have for you. And if you like what you hear, it'd be great if you could give us a 5-star review. We really appreciate the support, and that would go a long way to help us to reach more people. And that's what this podcast is all about, helping property investors to build successful marketing systems. Now, in today's podcast, I'm going to look at another fundamental of marketing, and that's identifying your perfect client and why it's so important. Because if you don't get this right, whatever marketing you do will just fall through the cracks. This one stage will save you so much time and consequently save you a lot of money. It will focus your efforts on targeting only the people who matter to your business and stop you wasting time creating marketing assets that won't get you to your goal. So as a property investor or a property business owner, who are your perfect clients? This usually falls into 2 very different and distinct categories. Property and a property investment business is unusual because it's technically acting as a trading company, insofar as you need 2 faces of your business. There are 2 things that every property investor needs to focus on in order to have a successful property business, and that's deals and money. You need to find the deals. And I'm talking about those below market value deals in your chosen area or niche. And when I say niche, I'm talking about things like if your niche is HMOs in Cheltenham, for instance. So you'd need to look for and connect with people with larger properties, 4-bed and above, in your area who are looking to sell those properties at speed. If so, think about the common things this type of person wants. What's their hot buttons? What are they actually looking for? What sort of person are you targeting? What's your experience so far? Is it people who have inherited property? Or is it older people looking to downsize now the family has moved out? Understanding who your primary target audience is enables you to use that information when creating geo-targeted Facebook or Google ad campaigns. It helps you write the copy for your leaflets. In fact, it would determine what sort of properties you leaflet in the first place, what areas. Or you may be doing property sourcing. Same idea. You need to find people who are selling property in your area and want to sell those properties fast. Speed is your USP. It's the service you're offering. Now, I said there were 2 things we need to focus on. The first was deals. The second is money. You need to find the money. Now, your money will run out fast and you're going to need some fresh sources of investment money. Or you might want to source deals for others who are time poor but cash rich. It's a pretty standard way to build a decent income to make money for you to use for your own deals, for deposits or money for JV projects. In other words, you have 2 different clients. People who want to sell their property and people in the investment marketplace who want to invest for a return, and they possibly want to invest with you. So no matter what the structure of your business, you need to have a professional face for each side of that business. This means 2 different websites with 2 different processes behind those sites. The deal site we call a motivated seller site, and it's 100% dedicated to getting leads and converting those leads into real deals. Now, these deals you can either keep for yourself or package up for other investors. It could also be used to find deals that are perfect for property projects. Now, the second site is your property business site, the site where you connect and engage with others in the industry. This is the site where possible JV partners could be sent, or if you're doing property sourcing, because people want to know a little bit more about you and your business. It would normally have a download, which is something like an investor guide or prospectus. Now, that's just a fancy word for a PDF document that informs prospective investors who you are, what you do, your investment strategy, and how they can get involved with you and invest with you. So you need the functionality of being able to provide that download. And of course, collect information, collect their name, their email, their telephone number, etc. You also want the ability for people to book a call with you so you can discuss what they're looking for and if they're a good fit. And this means a little bit of tech, which I'm going to go through on the next podcast. So whichever way you're facing, towards motivated sellers, those people looking to sell their properties at speed, or your fellow property investors who may want to do business with you, the common denominator for success is knowing exactly who you are looking for and knowing them inside out. So here's a simple exercise that will help you to start to shape the text that you use, the ads that you create, the language you use on your websites, posts and articles. Focus on one side of your business, say the motivated seller side. Start with the sort of property you're looking for, both for yourself and your prospective investor partners. What sort of person lives in those properties? What are the typical motivations for selling? You see, motivated sellers don't really come from a demographic as such. Anyone, no matter who they are, their age, their income, job type, etc., may need to sell their property fast. It could be any type of property, from small one-bed flat to hotels. At some point, all different types of people may need to sell their property, and they may need to do that at speed. So identifying and creating ads, on-page copy, and the language you use in our social posts, or even on our leaflets, is incredibly important. You don't want to appeal to everyone. You only want to appeal to your target market audience. So start getting some of this information down on paper, because if you go to someone who runs ads for you, you're going to have to explain fully and exactly who you're targeting. So get it clear in your mind. Don't just stick generic marketing out there. Be specific. Focus on the deals that fit your strategy. Then once you've got this down and you've honed it a little bit, you'll be able to start to create leaflets, website copy, posts, and ads that talk directly to your target market audience. Include their pain points and show them how you and the service you provide is an economically viable solution to their problems. A good exercise is to create what we call an ideal customer profile. This is simply getting down on paper the typical type of person you see as your ideal client. Put down their age, the area they live in, their job, their income, the situation they're in, etc. Then next to that, write down some of the problems they face. I spoke earlier about people who may have had their children leave and they're sort of rattling around in a large house and they may want to get rid of it. So think about what they may be dreaming about, their retirement, getting into a smaller property of their dreams, in their dream part of the world. Can you provide a solution that will get them there quickly? Now try this exercise. You'll be surprised at the marketing ideas it churns up. It's always great to give this a go. And if you want more property marketing information like this, then subscribe to the podcast. But you can also jump over to our dedicated Facebook group and join the conversation there. A link to the group is going to be in the description. And if you have any specific marketing questions, I'll be happy to answer them directly in the group. So until next time, happy marketing.